Thank you, Presiding Officer, and thank you to Marie Todd for giving voice to this very important issue. Members may have noted I've been relatively silent for the last 3 weeks as I've been suffering from laryngitis. Marie Todd has arranged for me to be temporarily given back my voice to speak in this debate this evening. Let's hope it lasts, for my part, for 4 minutes. The history, of course, of the area of which we speak is continuing to be writ. On the hill, those of us who've been there will see in the distance the statue of the Duke of Sutherland. There are those who would wish to take down that statue, and there have been many unofficial attempts to do so. I would leave it there as a constant reminder to the iniquities of the past. But the Immigrants Memorial that Dennis MacLeod was one of the moving spirits behind, that now stands adjacent to the A9 at Helmsdale, is one of the most moving, poignant and relevant memorials that there is in Scotland. The mother and father walking out of the glen, and the child holding mother's hand, looking back, never to see the glen again. It is quite one of the most moving memorials that there is in Scotland. And it speaks to what has happened in an area like that around Helmsdale. Now, for my personal part, we spent more than a decade as a family holidaying at Achmelvich, just north of Lochinver, on the west coast of Sutherland. And there, of course, we had the blight of ownership by the Vestey family. Not only did they own and control vast swathes of Sutherland and bits of Caithness, and I think into Rothshire as well, but they also paid not a penny in tax to the Exchequer in the UK, retaining their Argentinian domicile as a way of avoiding making proper contribution fiscally, just as they were inhibiting the operation of the community in the area that they owned and controlled. The time for that model of land ownership is past. The Labour-Liberal administration that we previously had in this place took the first excellent, widely welcomed steps to ensure that land ownership was placed on a more formal basis and available to people. Previous buyouts, of course, had been much more difficult to achieve, and we know much of the history of that. I'm delighted that the motion refers to the Countess of Sutherland. I'm delighted that the family has moved to a different attitude to working with the community than that that preceded in centuries before. This is a very important move for the people in the area of Helmsdale, but it's a very important example of the benefits that can accrue that will start to undo the injustices that came from a pattern of land ownership that did not come because the landowners put out money to buy land. It was seized and used as private fiefdoms. That's no longer the pattern of land ownership that we should accept in the 21st century. And I very much congratulate the people in the area around Helmsdale for the effort they've made in raising the money. And I wish them every success in their future management. The challenge of raising the money was substantial. The long-term challenge of sustaining the area may be even greater. I wish them well.